Al, and today I'm gonna basically go over the training camp notes, not really the highlights, things I seen, things I paid attention to, like Quinyon. I believe he's gonna be a star. Darius Cooper, kick returner, what Sidney Brown and some of these other guys have done. Then, of course, we're gonna talk about Landon Dickerson. I know y'all heard this story a billion times, but I'm gonna talk about it. But let's get straight into it. Right, man. Like I said, I'm gonna give a summary of what I seen in camp. I went there, I seen it with my own eyes. Some of you guys I met in person, some I didn't, Maybe some people see me like, I don't really want to talk to him. He with his wife right now. But it's a lot of people that stop me at the same time, and salute to y'all, man. I appreciate that because, sometimes I always say this and I'll talk to my wife about it. Like, sometimes you see the numbers, but you really don't put a face to it. So to see some of you guys in person, man, it was dope. It was cool. So let me go what I seen like on the field in person, the clips I uploaded. That really stood out is when they did the kickoff. And I'm like, that's Darius Cooper in my head. And I think they're trying to justify and find a way to get him on the field. They got to justify a roster spot for him. Because the downside of Darius Cooper right now is that Anais Smith, they got Avery Williams, and some of these other dudes, they can do, kick return, punt return. They could do something on special teams, even be a gunner, something like that. And I'm not trying to downplay special teams. Special teams means a lot. It can change a whole game, change a whole momentum if you score a touchdown or get a nice fumble. But you can't have a guy who's probably going to be a fifth receiver or sixth receiver who can't do those things. So they trying to find a way to get Darius Cooper on the roster. Another thing I took away from it is that it seemed like from the outside looking in, I was getting the notes and I couldn't see what was going on. Based on what we're complaining about, like the fans, us, the defense, right? Oh, we need a cornerback too. Oh, we need a safety. We need this. We need that on the defense. When I watch the defense, to be honest, they look like my least worried unit between offense, between defense, between special teams. Now, special teams, we can't do too much as far as training camp, but that looked like a solid group. That's how I know we are a strong unit because we nitpicking that stuff. Like, man, CB2, safety. What else we need? That's it. Maybe the backup edge rushers are not that good. But when I was watching it, I'm like, yo, this defense could be dominant. At this point, I don't care who CB2, as long as they decent. Because what I seen, I believe I put this in the title, unless I changed it. That pass rush up the middle is insane. It's crazy dangerous to what a point if they bring an extra linebacker, Trotter Jr. or Jahad Campbell, who went crazy blitzing. If it's just four on whatever, how many linemen at the bottom, our 4D tackles can get anybody. I'm talking about Gabe Hall. I'm talking about Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Mauro Jomo. They are deep and they keep going. Hell, it's a dude named Sites on our team that came from the UFL who could get sacks. I'm telling you, that defensive tackle room is crazy. And I see why Jalen Hurts was, I won't say struggling a bit, but why he was frustrated. I was watching him on the sideline. I'm like, he looked frustrated. And the frustrating thing was, it's not that the edge was getting to him. And yeah, Nolan Smith got there a couple times, or even I believe that was Jalen Hunt on the other side getting there a couple times. But what was really pissing Jalen Hurts off is that he could never step up. It was like, all right, I got to run to the outside. I got to run to my left, run to my right. Because if I step up, this interior is getting me. Landon and Steen ain't no slouch. And the guys in general up front ain't no slouch. Like Drew Kendall, not no slouch. I think Cam Jurgens got some team snaps, unless I looked at it wrong. But even with Cam Jurgens out there, they ain't no slouch. Those are not slouches out there. That defensive tackle It's crazy. The defensive tackle room is crazy. So that's why if you have like let's say you got a C plus corner, but you got like a A plus plus corner on the other side, that C plus corner can thrive and turn to a B corner is because the defensive tackles are going to get pressure, which is going to cause the quarterback to throw some bad throws. It's just going to be a couple bad throws that possibly go your way. So all we asking for Keely Ringo, Bennett, Eli Ricks, Adoree Jackson, can y'all be above average? If you get an above average guy, you cool. You're good. Another position I watched was safety because a lot of people are like, yo, I don't know Sidney Brown, what he can do. Makuba, rookie. Well, a lot of people high on Makuba. I'm just be honest about that. And what I seen was Sidney Brown was tested a couple times, and he had a nice PBU on Goddard. I don't think people talk about that enough. It was Sidney Brown versus Goddard. We know what Goddard can do. Sidney Brown, the thing or the knock on him coming out of college is that no, he really can't cover too much. He's more of a box corner. You send him on a blitz, this, that, and the third. But what he did against what he did against Sidney Brown himself, what he did against Goddard was really good. In the red zone, that was a really good PBU. I thought Andrew Makuba was fine, was great. I actually like the rotation between the two. I don't know. Unless I'm a blind man, y'all had to tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Like, I didn't see like a major problem. Even with cornerback too, I think it could be better. No, it's not like major. Like, even with the safety room, could you get Justin Simmons, beat out Sidney Brown, and beat out Andrew Makuba? Sure. But why would you ruin your youth like that? Why would you do that? I think they're fine. Unless I'm tripping. Now, I told you, if I had any questions, it might be the offense a little bit because, again, as much as I'm bigging up the defensive tackles, as much as I believe like Landon and those guys are dogs, but they was getting, unless we got some freaking all-stars up front, they was getting a lot of pressure up front. And in my head, I'm like, can I defensive tackles? Like, I know we could beat the Giants, right? We could beat them, but if I'm being honest about the Giants, they got a defensive line. Like, they got some guys that can rotate in too. And can those guys up front handle that? Can the Steen, Landon might miss some time, and can Cam Jurgens handle that? Or if our guys are just that good, we'll find out once, like, the games and stuff start playing or whatever. But man, that I thought the defense is fine as much as we could play. That was my big takeaway. Watch the defense, because a lot of people complain about cornerback too, and this guy getting beat. But I gotta put more emphasis on Quinyon Mitchell because I put him in the title. Quinyon Mitchell, I think he's going to be the best corner rated in the NFL going into year 2. He trash talked, backed up his talk. I thought he did a tremendous job against Smitty. Even when Smitty big catch happened, that was against Cooper DeJean, which you expect a Devontae Smith to beat Cooper DeJean. No pun intended, Cooper DeJean, but like, Devontae Smith is Devontae Smith, man. Quinyon Mitchell was giving Devontae Smith hell. So I think he's going to be one of those guys. See, I really wanted to see him versus AJ, but AJ is dealing with the hamstring. The team is, you're just holding off a bit. AJ did do like the individual drills, but then do the team drills. I thought Quinyon did one hell of a job. Like, he's elite. I think he's there. People probably like, yeah, he's working. I think he's there, like, right now. Right now, he's there. So I want to see how he match up against. Is he going to be against CeeDee Lamb? Is he going to go against George Pickens? Because I know CeeDee Lamb like the slot, Pickens like the outside. Maybe you see more of a Cooper versus CeeDee Lamb. I don't know. But whoever's Quinyon's garden, they going to be in what Quinyon Bay for sure. But speaking of like Landon Dickerson, just a little update on him. Like I said, I know you guys heard this a million times, but meniscus injury. I thought it was going to be not too bad. I honestly thought they was gonna put him on IR, maybe come back like week 5, and that opens up a roster spot. So maybe you could sneak on like a Darius Cooper, extra wide receiver. You know how it go. So I think they're gonna put him on IR. Maybe not if it's not that bad because they got to label week to week. But I'm happy to hear that. But let's be honest about Landon Dickerson. We knew this when we drafted him. He was injury prone. And how bad will his injuries be? Would it be like a hindrance to the team? So far, it really haven't been like a hindrance because we got a lot of depth. Like we have like Tyler Steen subbing for him. Hell, we even got Matt Pryor who could start for some teams in this league. If it comes down to it, you can move Matt Pryor to right guard and then move Steen to left guard for the time being. If we want to do that, because we know Matt Pryor got some experience playing that side, and he played with Lane Johnson when he was with the Eagles the first time. So, we'll be fine without Landon Dickerson, and I trust Steen to hold up for sure. So, if it comes down to it, we put him on IR to make sure he's fully healthy, or he come back for the Cowboys game. I don't know, but he got time. I think we got 2-3 weeks, about 3 weeks, if my math right. That Thursday game. September 4th. Yeah, he got some time to heal up. We probably don't even have to put him on IR or anything like that. But what I am saying is that this is just the honest truth about Landon Dickerson. Sorry, bro. You're injury prone. The Eagles are always prepared for this. But I haven't been to the point like he's missing seasons. Like he's going to miss some games. He's probably going to miss some training camps. Like that's Landon Dickerson. I'm sorry, but when he's playing, this dude is a Pro Bowler. This is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. That's Landon Dickerson, bro. That's what you're gonna get from him. So yeah, that's all I got for Landon Dickerson. But like I said, man, I just really wanted to go over what I seen, the things I was paying close attention to. Getting the defense. The defense is ahead of the offense, if we're being very honest about it. But to be fair to the offense, they haven't really been at full strength. It'd be Smitty missing a couple days. Now it's AJ missing a couple days, and now Landon is gonna miss a couple days. Then Cam has still been dealing with the back, so we didn't really get a chance to see the offense at full arsenal. But the defense is taking full advantage, and I'm very proud of the defense doing that. I was very proud to see what Jahad Campbell can do, and Trotter, and Moro Jomo. Like, he's the real deal. Seeing it with my own 2 eyes. Gabe Hall made sense why we traded Thomas Booker. Like these dudes, them dudes on the defense can play for sure, man. And again, I wouldn't overthink the safety position. I'm gonna be honest. I thought they played really good. I thought they were really good. I thought Keely Ringo was fine too. He had a play. It could have been a defensive pass interference. Yeah, maybe not. And then Adoree Jackson was, to me, an average cornerback in this league going into year 9. Bennett did have a couple first team snaps, but it wasn't like, oh, he did this amazing thing. I mean, he had a couple first team, third team snaps. It was all right. It was cool. But let me know what I'm missing, man. Maybe I watched it more in depth than me, but it was just key things I wanted to watch. I seen I posted the highlights, all the clips I got. I even watched some of those, and I'm like, oh, it was a cool practice, like how they simulated, like it was a real game kickoff, and then the offense to get the crowd into it, to get the defense pump, put pressure on the offense. Like, it was cool. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel? Again, just went over the camp notes, really, the key components. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this one. And this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.